It's Fayette County Sports, presented in part by the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Great Oaks Career Campuses, Kirk's Furniture, Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, ProMedica Heartland Hospice, M&M Horsehair and M&M Fasteners, The Summers Funeral Home, Weichert Realtors, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Thank you for watching Fayette County Sports on WCHC TV.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good evening, everyone, from Maumee Trace High School, our home away from home, at least the last 2 days. I'm Randy Young along with Dave Woolever, and tonight, welcome back into another broadcast of Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC Facebook and YouTube channel. Our camera person, Myra, a little under the weather, so Dave's going to be doing camera, playing the ads, do production, and every once in a while hit me so I don't fall asleep, right? Yep, he's got a full slate. So the camera angle is going to be a little bit different tonight. I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. We're on the floor, and unless someone stands directly in front of us all the time, we should be okay and be able to pick up the action. But thought I'd better just say something real quick. And people are saying, "Whoa, wait a minute, where they at?" We're on the floor tonight instead of up in the stands. All right, now we got that out of the way. Let's take a look at the first of all. The reason we're here tonight. It's a big battle for second place in the FAC. Chillicothe comes in the contest with an overall record of 12 wins and 5 losses. They're 6-2 in the conference. Meanwhile, Maumee Trace comes in the game with a 5-3 league record, and they're 10-7 overall. Other games going on tonight. Hillsboro's at Washington Courthouse. That's in town, and Greenfield-McLean is traveling down to Jackson. When we come back, we'll take a look at a little bit more details of the FAC standings and take a quick look at where the teams stand going into tonight's action for the upcoming Division II sectional draw, and maybe do a little speculation. So stay with us as you're watching Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Well, we come into tonight's contest. This is the next to last date for league games in the FAC. Of course, the final one will be on Saturday, February the 4th. Real quickly, Jackson with their win last Saturday night. Man, it seems like a long time since we did it. Was it last week or the week before? Week before. Yeah, that's why it seemed like it's so far away. It was 10 days ago, not 3. Anyway, Jackson, who beat Maumee Trace here, clinched at least no worse than a co-championship. They're 8-0 with 2 to play. They're 12-3 overall. So mentioned Chillicothe's in second place. They're 6-2, 12-5. Chillicothe would have to beat both Trace and Jackson, and hopes that Greenfield would knock off Jackson tonight, and then they would have to turn around and beat Jackson on the 4th to have a co-championship. Maumee Trace, they're basically battling now for second place in the league. They're 5-3, 10-7 overall. Greenfield-McLean's 3-5 in the league, 6-11 overall. Washington Courthouse, who picked up a win down at Zane Trace the other night, now has 3 wins for the season. They're 3-15. They're 2-6 in the league. And Hillsboro, one of the 2 teams that they beat first time around in the league. Hillsboro's 0-8. They're 2-16 overall. Hillsboro Indians, by the way, have now lost 15 games in a row after starting the season at 2-1. We already mentioned, besides the Chillicothe Trace game tonight, Hillsboro's at Courthouse, and McLean will be at Jackson. All right, now the tournament draws going to get started this week with the announcement on Sunday from most of the districts around the state of Ohio and who's going to play who in girls basketball. And, of course, real quickly, a lot of interest in this area here, the Southeast Division II. The last time, and I went through all the records again today just to make sure I've got them all up to date, I got Proctorville-Fairland, who's 18-0. Fairland, by the way, is ranked, I believe, number 3 in the state of Ohio. Uniota, who's ranked 7th in Division II, is 17-0. Let's back up a second. Fairland has another game before the tournament balloting. What it is, the coaches will go to a website. They have to cast their ballots online, and then they compile certain points and so forth, and then they put them all together. Then the district board looks them over and then sets up the brackets, and then it's released on Sunday. So I believe the cutoff is Friday night, to be honest with you. So Fairland's at 18-0. They got one more game to play. That's tomorrow night against Chesapeake. Uniota's 17-0. They play at Westfall on Friday evening. Thornville Sheraton at New Lexington. That'll be a game that will be interesting later on tonight on Fayette 43160's Facebook, or also on our website, faycam.org. That's FAYCAM.org. It'll be Sheraton at New Lexington. And, of course, Sheraton right now would get the number 3 seed, while New Lexington is looking at the number 6 seed. So that could have a bearing on the final seeds when they are announced. So Sheraton, again, a number 3 seed, is at New Lex tonight. They're 15-2. Warren Locals 15-3, and they play host to Fort Fry on Friday night. Marietta is playing Point Pleasant on Friday night. They're currently 14-2. New Lexington, as we just mentioned, currently, at least I got to figure, they're about the number 6 seed. They're 14-4. And they'll play Sheraton tonight. Circleville, I got as a number 7 seed at 13-4. Jackson, I've got them as the number 8 seed, and they're 12-3. Now, the reason being that those top 8 seeds is they're probably going to get to host a sectional championship game, all right? Now, real quickly, Waverly, who plays Portsmouth West tomorrow night, is 12-5. Now, Waverly plays at Washington Courthouse Saturday afternoon, which game we will be broadcasting on WCHC, but by that time, the balloting should be done, so it probably will have no factor as far as the seeding was be concerned. Athens is seeded number 10 temporarily, at least in my book. They're 11-6. They play Nelsonville York tomorrow night. Miami Trace, who's playing tonight, I've got them now as the number 11 seed, and 11 would play number 6, which would be New Lexington, if New Lexington would get beat tonight. Or if Circleville wins and New Lexington loses, Circleville might slip into that position. So we could see a possible rematch between Trace and Circleville, but really won't know until Sunday. Fairfield Union is the first of the 18 teams that doesn't have a winning record. Hey, that's unbelievable. We got 18 teams, and 11 of the 18's got winning records. If anyone tells me that there's another tougher sectional, I want to see it. I don't think there is. Anyway, Fairfield Union's 7-9. McLean's 13th seed. They're at Jackson tonight. They're 6-12. Logan Elm is at 3-12. We saw them earlier this season. They play Amanda Clear Creek in Mid-State League action. Then it's Benton County at 4-12. Washington Courthouse is 3-15. Gallia Academy is 2-14, and Hillsboro's 2-16. Real quickly, one of the reasons it's going to be interesting to kind of watch that Courthouse score tonight in Hillsboro, because if Courthouse wins, that gives them 4 wins, and that could nail down the number 15 or number 16 seed. And if they do, then they would get to host a home tournament game on Monday the 13th. Of course, we would do that game if it's a home game. So we'll see what happens there. So just keep checking our Facebook or our web site. We'll keep you up to date on what the records are going. And then, of course, on Sunday afternoon, we will go ahead and we will post the internal brackets for you. We take a break. We come back, the playing of the national anthem and the starting lineups. So stay with us right here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's
I am flu! Prepare Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny nose.
Doomed! Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine, and just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
One name you did not hear in the starting lineup, J.C. Harding from Chillicothe. I've not been able to get a clear understanding of what happened to her. I believe she may be hurt, but they introduced her and she didn't even come out onto the floor, so she might be sick, I don't know, but I know she did not play against Eastern Brown on Saturday. So the all-time leading scorer for the Cavaliers program we'll not see tonight. And Chillicothe with the blue uniform will have the opening tip. Avery Erstlin will have to pick up some of the scoring duties, to be honest with you. Driving inside, missing a shot, was Paige Higgins. Gets her own rebound, gets it back out. Now around the perimeter they go, inside. That being Erston, and a tied ball. Possession arrow gives it to Miami Trace. So Chillicothe turnover. 25 for Chillicothe. Higgins had an ACL injury. I'm looking at Chillicothe. Dave and I were talking about there's 4 of the 10 girls out there that's either got a knee brace or a knee sleeve on. That's just how bad of a season it's been as far as health concerns for Chillicothe. Piper to Jacobs, back to Kalen. Layup good for 2. So 2 points off the turnovers as well. Give Hillary Jacobs, Bean as everybody likes to call her, the assist on that play. 2-0. Chillicothe driving down the left side of the lane. Shot up, no good by Archer. Rebound, back up and in, good for 2. And that's going to be Nye Hatfield. Diana Hatfield's her full name, but most of the people just call her Nye. Piper, right wing. Slows it up a little bit, looks. Off the pick, goes to the hole with it. Flips it now over to Stewart. Now back to Lovett, to Jacobs. Spin move, yes! Got the roll, it goes in. Good play there, 4-2. Nice move by Hillary. Archer, bounce pass now over to Huggins inside. Double team and stolen out of the hands of Ernstein. Another turnover. Give Jacobs the steal. Inside, McCoy off the glass, won't fall. Rebound comes down to Huggins. Quickly down court and knocked out of bounds. Chillicothe with the ball. Huggins with the ball, puts up the shot, no good. On the floor and battling for the loose ball. It's up in the air and, turnover. As Chillicothe was trying to just get it up in the air to get somebody, and Jacobs picks it up to Piper. Nice little move. Skip pass, left side, McCoy, got it! Another 2 points off turnovers. It's 6-2. Miami Trace getting that early lead in the contest. Again, a showdown for second place. In the paint area, a little floater off the window, good for 2. And a chance for the old-fashioned 3 will be Hillary Archer. Nice play there. So it makes it 6-4. Piper will pick up the foul. First team foul. Free throw no good by Archer. Rebound comes down to Jacobs. It's been quite busy so far here. She's got 2 points, she's got a steal, she's got an assist, and she's got a rebound. Jacobs gets in front of the rim. Long rebound on the offensive end by Lovett. Lovett now to Piper. Caitlin kills the dribble, tries to get it over to McCoy. It's knocked out of bounds by Chillicothe. So Miami Trace will take the ball out at side court. Stewart will be the trigger man. Long pass, low post. Hillary, nice spin move off the window, good for 2. Another good inside move by Bean. Give Jesse the assist, by the way. 8-4, Miami Trace, 4.5 left here in the first period. Trying to come down, nice pass. Layup, Huggins, good for 2. Give Erstan an assist on that play as well. 8-6, 4 minutes left here in the first. Trace with the lead. Piper kills the dribble, looking around. Now gets it over to Jacobs off the pick from the left side. Hillary will now bring it over to the right wing. Gives it to McCoy. Back over to Piper, left side, around the perimeter they go. Jesse with the 3. Hits the side of the rim, no good. Long rebound, and it's on the floor. Tied it up, and tied up. It's going to go to Chillicothe. Turnover, Miami Trace. That will be their first of the contest. How are we doing there, Mr. Cameraman? Doing all right? All right. Sue Morris will get ready to come in for Miami Trace here in a few seconds on the next dead ball. Nye Hatfield, ball's knocked loose, picked up by Chillicothe. Picking it up, Erston now in the lane, and Huggins did a little head fake move, but unfortunately she dragged her pivot foot. That is fourth turnover now on Chillicothe, her early at the 3:25. Piper's out, and check it, that's going to be Lyons that's in. Neva Lyons, 5'3", sophomore, number 12. McCoy, high post, Morris, cross-court pass, around the perimeter to go, left side, Hillary for another 2. She's feeling it. She's got 6 of the 10 Miami Trace points, and the Panthers are up 10-6, exactly 3 minutes left here in the first period. Good pick, shot, right side, won't go, off the ground with the rebound. Miami Trace quickly down court. Jacobs down to Mallory, no good. Rebound comes down to Hatfield. And Stewart will be called with a reaching in foul. So that'll be her first foul. So Chillicothe gets the ball out of bounds. Erston looks right, pass left, and it's partially deflected out of bounds off one of the Lady Panthers. Archer between the circles. Lyons picks her up. Another new player in the game, Kendra Allen, number 33 in the blue. Ball's loose, picked up. Miami Trace, turnover number 5 on Chillicothe. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first period of play. 10-6, Panthers with the lead. Looking inside, Mallory, high post, left side. Rifles it over to right to McCoy. Now they go back to Mallory. Whips away out to the left side, right side. Lions couldn't hold on to it, goes out. Turnover number 2 on the Panthers. 10-6 score. Archer, skip pass over the right side to Huggins. Cross-court pass back over to Erstead, and she steps on the line. Another turnover, Chillicothe. That is 6 turnovers now here in the first period of play. Robinette is now in the game for Miami Trace. Number 2 to Lyons, who's number 12. Comes top the key. Now to Jacobs. Hillary stops a 3. Hits the side of the rim, no good. Ball batted around. We're going to have a whistle and a foul on the floor. And I think it's going to be on, it's going to be on Lovett. So that will be her first foul. Team foul number 2. No, check it, make it number 3. So her third foul of the contest. Gives Chillicothe the ball. Down by 4, 90 seconds left in the first period. Bounce pass low post. Huggins double team, lays it up the left hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Miami Trace. And that is Raleigh Vince, who also came in during the last dead ball. And a pushing foul will be called on Chillicothe. And that will be on Paige Huggins. That's her first. So Miami Trace just keeps running those players in and out, don't they? McCoy across the timeline to Lyons. Robinette, left side of the key. We're under a minute. In the corner to Jacobs, partially deflected. So you got Robinette, Jacobs, Lyons, Vince, and McCoy for the Panthers. Pass and bounce, thrown wide, goes out of bounds. Turnover, Miami Trace, that's number 3. And Chillicothe gets it back. Somebody zipped when they should have zagged, I guess, on that play, David. That's why the turnover. 50 seconds left. Pressure being applied to Erstead. Robinette doing a good job. Ernst though gets her, breaks past her, gets it up, layup, no good. Coming down with the rebounds, McCoy. Pass, left side, Vince misses, partially blocked, rebound. Jacobs can't get it in, goes out of bounds off Chillicothe. And quick substitution. Stewart re-enters the game. And Riley Vince back out. Long lob. There's a long three. No good. We have a whistle and a foul. Pushing off will be called on Kendra Allen of Chillicothe as she pushed down McCoy. They need somebody to sweep the floor. McCoy could have done it there because, my goodness, she went some distance on that push. Lions now to McCoy. We're down to 25 seconds. Now over to Robinette on the baseline. Hillary. We're down to 15 seconds. Out pass, out front to Robinette. Stolen by Chillicothe. Erstan. Little shake and bake. Bounce pass, left side. Layup, good for two. Making that was Elisa Dudley who entered the game. And that will end the period after the turnover. Chillicothe gets 2 points off that turnover. So Trace still leads it 4-2. We've got one in the books in this battle for second place in the FAC. It's Miami Trace 10, Chillicothe 8. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
And if she had time, she probably would have went out in stands and sold popcorn, David. Stewart. Pass now to Sue Morris, who's now in the game for Miami Trace. Stewart gets the pick up high by Jacobs. Now comes back left side to Hillary. Mallory, shot inside, good, nope, traveled. Said Hillary traveled with the ball, excuse me. Said she kind of dragged that pivot foot when she tried to do a little reverse. She was on the left side, low block. She looked like she was going to go right, then switched around to the left, and the official said, damn, she shuffled her feet. 5 turnovers now on the Lady Panthers. Erstand around the perimeter to go. Over to Allen. It's blocked off. Ball's knocked loose. Another turnover. Piper picks it up. Caitlin coast to coast with it off the glass. Good for 2. So another 2 points off another turnover there. That's 6-2 lead. 12-8. Caitlin's got 4 tonight. Ball's knocked loose by Jacobs, and we're going to whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Stewart for reaching in on the play. Quick substitutions. Allen comes out. Miranda McCoy, number 22, comes out. And Piper, right next to us. Archer, Piper fell down, goes inside and off the foot and out of bounds to Nye Hatfield. She had a nice bounce pass into her and it hit her foot and it went out. 8 turnovers now on the Lady Cavs. 5 for the Lady Panthers. 12-8, Miami Trace with the lead. Piper over to Morris, looking, Comes to the right side, called double dribble. Turnover. That's 6 turnovers. Starting to pile up here a little bit for both teams. McCoy, Piper, Jacobs, also Morris and Mallory for Miami Trace. Ball's up in the air. Jacobs and also Hatfield tying it up. Possession arrow says it stays Chillicothe's ball. Lovett will pick up Erstand. Now they pick Mallory off. Long shot, 3, good. As Avery Erstand got that screen as Lovett was on her. And Lovett got tied up, and she was able to get a nice pass and hit the 3 from the left side. 12-11, Miami Trace leads to 1. Morse comes to the right side, flips it to Piper. Caitlin looking inside, stops, looks like she's going to shoot the 3, decide not to. Goes to McCoy, works down the baseline, no good. Gets her own rebound, rifles it way back out front to Jacobs, and he'll reset it again. Now over to Piper, right wing. Kills the dribble, double team, bounce pass, Jacobs. Trying to get by Huggins, goes in the paint. Kicks it back out, now to Piper. Now over in the corner to Lovett, now to Jacobs, a 3, a little bit strong, no good. Rebound comes down to Huggins of Chillicothe, and we have a timeout. And it's going to be a full one. We'll take one as well. Timeout on the court, 5:31 left in this game for battle for second place in the FAC. Miami Trace 12, Chillicothe 11. You're watching girls basketball in Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Second of 4 scheduled broadcasts this week as we get ready to head toward the end of the season. Right now, this is a good one. 12-11, Miami Trace leads. Long 3 put up by Hatfield. No good. Ball batted around. Saved by the Cavaliers. Another shot from the right side inside the line. And that one is by Archer. 13-12, Chillicothe with the first lead of the night at 13-12 at the 5:10 mark in the second quarter. Pass now to McCoy, looking, and she travels with the ball. Another turnover, Miami Trace. That's 7 so far here in the first half. So Chillicothe will get the ball in bounce. Archer. Now over to Huggins. Passes it to Hatfield in the corner. Nice save. Piper knocks down the chair. She goes diving for it. Good hustle there. She gets it, saves it, sets a turnover on Chillicothe. Lyons starts to work down the baseline, puts up the shot, partially blocked. Nothing called. Rebound comes down to Archer. Bounce pass. Erston stops just outside the foul line. Up, no good. Archer's like, oh, look what I got. Hot potato. Puts up the shot, no good. And we'll have a whistle and a tied ball. And it's going to go to Miami Trace. So another turnover. 10 now for Chillicothe. Coy and Piper will bring the ball down. The Lady Panthers down by 1 at the 4-minute mark. Round the left side. Jacobs, Lions. McCoy drags that pivot foot again. That's 3 times now. The second time she's been called on. I think she got away with one of them earlier.
Let's go.
That's 8 turnovers now in Miami Trace. With the ball will be Avery Cox. Number 12 is in the game now. Ball's batted around and comes off the hands of Lovett. So 3:35 left here in the first half. A Chillicothe 1-point lead. Bounce pass. Turnaround shot, no good by Hatfield. All on the floor. Picking it up will be Jacobs. She kills the dribble. McCoy. Skip pass. Lions, a 3. Nope, won't go. Fight underneath the rebound, and we got 3 or 4 players tying the ball up. Possession arrow gives it back to Chillicothe. Another turnover, Miami Trace. That's 9 now in the game. We was doing pretty good there at first quarter. It was like 4-2 ratio, something like that. And all of a sudden, the second period, neither team has really taken care of the ball that well. Coming now down to the left side is Huggins, and there'll be a foul on the floor. And the foul is going to be called on Lions, her first. Team foul number 5. Chillicothe, by the way, has only had 2 fouls called on them so far. Huggins comes to the right side, kills the dribble, looks, skip backs now to Ursuline. Ursuline will come to the right side. Sees a little opening, goes down the right side of the lane, puts up the shot, will not get the roll. Ball's on the ground. Hurston got hold of it. She came in from out of bounds. She shouldn't have been even allowed to get the ball. Jacobs, though, comes down with the rebound. Quickly down court, Piper flips it over to McCoy. Shots up. No on the three-pointer. Ball batted around. Coming down with it will be Chillicothe, or do they? Yep, they finally do. Picking up the loose ball will be Huggins. Shot up and a foul on the play as Huggins was fouled. So the foul is going to be called on Jacobs, her first, team foul number 6.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice in auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
And another turnover, and that's number 11. So both teams now with 11 turnovers apiece. And Coach Detweiler, Miami Trace, says, we're getting a little sloppy here. Let's call a timeout. We'll take a full one as well. Timeout on the court. 1:49 left in the first half of play. Chillicothe 14, Miami Trace 12. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Do you have a warm heart and helpful hands? Make yourself at home as a member of our care team at Courthouse Manor and St. Catharines Manor of Washington Courthouse. We are looking to grow our family of employees with dedicated STNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Contact us for more information or apply online today at courthousemanor.com or stcatharinescourthouse.com.
back here after the Miami Trace timeout, a 14-12 lead. Miami Trace has led up into the 5-10 mark in the second period when Chillicothe went ahead 13-12. They've added a free throw in the last 3.5 minutes of that. That's now 14-12. Archer across the timeline. Flips it back now to Hurston. Starts to drive down the right side, flips it over to the left. Shot, three, put up, no good. Tempted there by Cox. Rebound comes down to Jacobs. Lions across the timeline. Kills the dribble between the circles. Now goes to Jacobs, almost has it stolen. Saves it, stops. Now out to Robinette under heavy pressure. And putting the pressure on, ball's on the floor, tied up, and possession arrow stays with the Panthers. It's Cox putting a little pressure on the ball handler there. We're down to about minute 9 to be exact. Robinette into Jacobs. She'll hold the ball. Chillicothe comes up. Looks like they're going to try to trap. Now gets it over to McCoy. Looks. Didn't get rid of it soon enough. Robinette, there's a three. Got it! First three of the contest for the Panthers. They regain the lead at 15-14. Huggins kills the dribble, double team. Gets it back out front now to McCoy. Inside, shot up, no good by Huggins. Rebounded by Trace. Jacobs again. Down and layup no good by Lyons, but she'll be fouled on the play. I'll tell you, Jacobs is doing a heck of a job on the board tonight. I got over 5 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds just in this quarter alone.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
McCoy across the timeline. Piper's on her. Jacobs trying to come from behind and get the steal. Gets the pass over now to Huggins, and we got a whistle and a foul on the left side of the key. Tied ball gives it back to Chillicothe. 12.9 seconds left. Panthers up by 2. In the paint. Oh, good block by Jacobs. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Robinette. Quickly, down court, we're down to 5 seconds. McCoy, Robinette, Jacobs for the 3, short, and that will end the first half of play. Well, not bad, I would think. You look at the scoreboard, you're ahead, and that's a good sign. Now, if you can repeat that at the end of the game, you got it made, right? Anyway, it's halftime. It's 16-14. Miami Trace leads. We'll take a 90-second break. When we come back, we'll have the Kirk's Furniture halftime show. Stay with us. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
I've gotten the COVID vaccine.
So have I.
I have too.
The sooner we're all vaccinated,
the sooner we can get back to normal.
I'm looking forward to going to live concerts,
sports events,
graduation, going out with friends.
It's not about me.
It's not about me.
It's about protecting the people I care about.
To protect my community. I just want to do my part. Even though I'm young and healthy,
I know it's the right thing to do.
Take your shot.
Protect your family and your friends.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
Don't believe everything you hear on the news media. The real estate market in Fayette County is very strong. My name is Jason Langley, broker and owner of Weichert Realtors. Langley Campbell Company in Washington Courthouse. We also have locations in Plain City and London, Ohio. Don't believe the news media. The market is strong. Although interest rates are higher than they have been in several years, don't let that deter you from picking out the home of your dreams. At Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company, let us help you make that happen. Give us a call at 740-335-2100 and let's pick out the future home of your dreams.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. Back here at Miami Trace, 16-14 in favor of the Lady Panthers. And again, a battle for second place. Chillicothe currently in second with 2 league losses, Trace with 3, so very important game to say the least for Miami Trace, and that would put them in a tie for second with Chillicothe with 1 league game to go on February the 4th, of course against the Blue Lions. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the first half stats we have for you here. First of all, for Chillicothe, who's only had to lead 1 time, 13-12. They added a 3 throw, so that made 14-12. But that's the only time they've had the lead in the contest. Other than that, it's been all Lady Panthers. Scoring, meanwhile, for Chillicothe, balanced scoring, 4 players. Kira Archer has 4 points in the game. 3 points apiece for Avery Ursulin. And also Paige Huggins, 2 points apiece for Alicia Dudley and also Nye Hatfield. As you might, if you're paying attention, you follow sports, you notice I did not say the name of J.C. Hardy, who of course is the all-time scorer, Chillicothe. 3rd Lady Cap to go over the 1,000-point mark, the 11th overall, David. Just more information there for you. She did not play down at Eastern Brown on Saturday, and when they introduced her, but she was not here. So if it's an injury or sickness, we really didn't get a chance to find out. Maybe Coach Detweiler can tell us on the post-game show or something what happened, but it has to be pretty serious for her not to be here after the season she's had. She, by the way, had 44 points in a game earlier this season against Rock Hill down at Rio Grande. So that's something to say the least. All right, now for Miami Trace. 5 players in the scoring column. Hillary Bean Jacobs with 6 points. All those coming in the first period of play. She has 5 rebounds, a steal and an assist, by the way, in case you want to look at the line score for her. We have 4 points for Caitlin Piper. 3 points by Ellie Robinette that helped Miami Trace regain that lead right before the end of the half. 2 points for Hillary McCoy and 1 point for Neva Lyons. So again, Jacobs with 6, 4 for Piper, 3 for Robinette, 2 for McCoy, and 1 for Lyons. Miami Trace has 9 rebounds. Chillicothe has 7. Both teams have 3 offensive rebounds. And in the 3-throw shooting, Chillicothe is 1 for 3. Miami Trace is 1 for 2.
And the points off turnovers, big stat right now. Both teams have 11 turnovers in the contest, but Trace has made Chillicothe pay for those 11 turnovers, as they have, of course, converted it into 7 points, while Chillicothe has only had 2 points in the scoring column off of those OTs. We'll take a break. Back with more here on the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show. Stay with us right here on Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
Long Dave Woolever, Randy Young with you. Tonight, another broadcast from Miami Trace High School. Of course, the boys last night went down to a tough loss to Western Brown. Friday night, we're scheduled to be at Washington Courthouse when they'll play the Hillsboro Indians in FAC action. And then Saturday afternoon, Waverly comes to town to take on the Lady Lions. And again, that would be about a 1 o'clock air time. So we hope you join us for those broadcasts. Next week, Waynesville will take on Miami Trace in boys basketball. Then a week from Saturday, Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse, boys and girls out here at Miami Trace. Following week, I don't believe we have a broadcast till the following Saturday when Madeira comes into town. They currently only have 2 losses, and they'll play Trace in the season finale. And then, if depending upon the tournament draws, we may have a tournament game for you on Monday the 13th. But again, we'll let you know as we get closer. So we're getting toward the end, about 8 to 10 maybe broadcast, depending upon how the boys bracket goes too. You'd have to think with both Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse, with the least amount of losses they've got there, David, that they might get the chance to host a game or two. So we got that on our schedule. So we'll give you a complete rundown once again as we have the tournament draws and find out what's going on. So still plenty of basketball coming up this weekend right here on WCHC. Let me see. What else do we want to talk about? I'm trying to malt my mind here. Today's Wednesday. Don't forget to be joining us this weekend with Fayette FYI. We've got an interview with Andrew Guthrie, who, of course, along with Tanner Lanaster, signed a Division I scholarship for football. We taped Andrew, what was it, last Friday, I believe it was. And we're going to be having that as part of our Fayette FYI, and I believe it either debuts Friday or Saturday, so you might want to check out our Facebook page for that interview. Good interview, too. So, 16-14, final seconds ticking off. Chillicothe, their blue uniform with white trim. We got Huggins, Archer, Erston, McLeod, and Hatfield. Miami Trace, we got Stewart, Piper, Lovett, McCoy, and Jacobs. So 1 half to go. Here comes Piper across the timeline. Now they go to Lovett down the right side. Piper flips it over to Jacobs. No good. Ball comes down. Rebound, Allen. Now over to Erstad. Allen down the lane. No good. Goes out of bounds. I think I said shot in the paint. Gets the roll. Good for 2 by Cox. So Cox with 2. think I had Hatfield in the lineup. She's not in there. Low post. Stewart, push off. That's by Archer. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 1 here in the second half. 16-16 ball game. Pass into Piper. Now rifles it over to Stewart. Jesse stops, goes to Piper, right wing. Now they're going to give her the shot. She's going to take it, makes it. 6 points now for Piper. 2 in each quarter. 18-16. Archer across the timeline. Now to Allen. On the cut. Shot up. Good. Bucket counts for Erston. And it'll be a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3 as the foul was on Piper on the coming off the screen. Got her on the wrist as she released it. Shots up, good. So Erston with the old-fashioned 3. And Chillicothe's back up again, 19-18. With 6.5 minutes left here in the third period of play. Piper, to Jacobs. Down the right side, whips it over now to Piper. Out front, Jacobs a 3. Launched it a little bit strong. Stewart comes down with the board. Jesse will bring it back out. Sees an opening and gets tripped. Nothing called. Jacobs picks up the loose ball. Back out front now to Piper. Caitlin stops inside the three-point line. Way short, but Stewart gets yet another offensive board. Goes in again. Gets hammered. No foul called. Ball's batted around, and Piper will save it. Piper calls the play again. Piper, backdoor cut. Stewart, layup, good for 2. First 2 points of the game for Stewart, give an assist to Piper. 20-19, Miami Trace back ahead. Down the lane, Huggins over to Allen. Huggins comes left side, ball's on the ground, turnover, Chillicothe, number 12 in the game. See if the Panthers can take advantage of it. Piper looking around. She sees Jacobs in the corner of her eye, goes down the lane, tries to rifle her pass on the baseline to her, can't get it to her. Another turnover. 12 now on the Panthers. Quickly coming down court with it, Erston, and she will drag her pivot foot. She was bringing the ball down and kind of stumbled a little bit. The officials on the back line was the one that called it. So that's turnover number 13. Hatfield, number 11 now, is in the game. We knew she's going to play. We just had her in 3 minutes early. Stewart, spin move, in the paint, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Erston. Erston looking down court. She'll bring it down, Piper on her. Cross-hand battle with the dribbling the ball on the ground. Huggins picks it up, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Hatfield of Chillicothe pushing off on the screen. That'll be her first foul. That's also a turnover on Chillicothe. It's number 14 for him. 20-19, 4:45 left here in the third period of play. Piper comes to the right side of the key. Looking, sees a little opening. Nice cross-hand dribble. Now goes to McCoy, left side of the key. Top the key now over to Jacobs. Hillary sees an opening. Down the coast, down up the glass. A little bit strong. Rebound comes down to Cox. Then the ball stolen. Another turnover. Quickly, Jacobs have it. Needs some help. Gets it to Jacobs. Whips it over to Piper. Piper, 12-footer from the right side. No good. Ball batted around. Comes off the hands. It's going to go back to Chillicothe. .4:15 left here in the third. Trace in a low-scoring game, 20-19. Huggins, skip pass to Hatfield. Ball's loose on the floor. Fishers, they're going to call that a foul? They're going to call it out of bounds. They're going to call it out of bounds. Sid Piper knocked it out. Chillicothe with the ball. Far side, right other side of the court. Huggins, three, way off the mark. My goodness, as soon as she released it, you can see that was off the mark. And it goes on out of bounds, and Miami Trace gets it. Goes down as an errant shot attempt, I would say. Pfeiffer. Now over to Jacobs, around the perimeter to go. McCoy, left side. Jacobs, nice little head fake. Skip pass, Piper, head fake. She travels with the ball. Turnover number 13 on Miami Trace, 15 for Chillicothe. And the turnovers are really starting to pile up. It's only 20-19, your score. Trace leads. Huggins with the ball, across the timeline. Bounce pass. Erston stops, looking for somebody to cut. Gets it to Huggins, inside the foul line, back to Ernston. Ernston now inside the paint area, over to Hatfield. Starts to drive, and she'll travel with the ball. So back to back to back turnovers. Stewart across the timeline for the Panthers. Now to Piper. 3 minutes left in the third. And at 1 point, Miami Trace lead. Jacobs looks. Now wants to go to Stewart. Gets it to her in the left wing. Jesse. Bounce pass. Pass from Jacobs to Piper. The left corner, no good. Jacobs rebounds. Rifles it to Piper. Set's got it! Caitlin with 8 now. Give an assist there to Mallory Lovett. Nice pass and good positioning as Piper hits it from about 10 on the left side. Lions getting ready to come in the game. Down the lane, right side, was Erston, and Jacob says, not in my house, you're not bringing it. So Lions will come in. Piper will come out. Long lob, Hatfield fakes the pass, goes down the right side. Good, and she'll be fouled on the play. Boy, there's nothing worse if you're a coach and you see your team play good defense and then somebody just gets just a little step on your man and gets the layup and a chance for the old-fashioned three. Foul, by the way, is on Lovett. That's her second. Three throws up, no good. And Mallory gets the rebound. 22-21, Miami Trace with the lead. Just over 2 minutes left here in the third. Jacobs backs her man up, off the glass, good for two. Good positioning by Hillary. She just kept backing up, using that body effectively, and gets her 8th point of the contest. That's her first points, by the way, since the first quarter. Hatfield spins, starts to come down. Lions knocks it loose. Turnover, Miami Trace. Lions across the timeline. Better watch out. Hatfield gets her from behind, and that's a foul. That'll be her second foul. So Miami Trace will take the ball out right in front of us. Coy to Stewart. Jesse, ball's up in the air. Jacobs comes in and goes back to Chillicothe. Turnover, Miami Trace, number 14. Just a little over 90 seconds left here in the third period of play. 24-21. Trace with the lead. Entry pass into Huggins, brings it all the way back to Ernston. Ernston has the ball knocked loose. They're struggling, and another turnover. Coming up with it will be Lovett on the steal. Down to Jacobs. Hillary sees an opening. Backs her man up. Bounce pass. McCoy. Shake and bake move. Shot. 10-footer. Won't go. Jacobs, nice save there. Slapped the ball. Got it to Lions. Now over to McCoy. 8-footer. And well go. Man, unbelievable. She didn't get that one to fall down. Archer down court. And ball's knocked out of bounds. So the foul there will be called on Lions. That'll be her second. First three throws up, good by Archer. Savannah Knapp, number 10, a sophomore, is now in the game. Cox is also in the game. She's also another sophomore. Very, very young Chillicothe team. Trace, and we're going to whistle and a turnover against Miami Trace, not getting the ball across the line early enough. That's 15 turnovers now on the Lady Panthers. Huggins with the ball. Little shake and bake move on Stewart. Goes to the low post, looking for some help. Gets it back out front. Hurston now over to Allen. Back out front. Cox passes up the shot, starts to drive, lays it off the glass, and she'll be fouled on the play. So Avery Cox delayed. It looked like she was going to maybe shoot a three. Decides at the last second, I'm driving down the lane, makes it, and then she gets fouled. And that'll be on Stewart. And that will be foul number 3 for her. Free throw's good. So Cox has got 5 big points here in this third period of play. And Chillicothe is back up by 2, 26-24. Stewart, dragged her pivot foot again. What's that, about 7 or 8 that we've seen tonight? Piper quickly is going to come in. Stewart will come out. No, Lyons is coming out. Well, Stewart started to come off, and they said, no, we want Lyons to come out. So, Chillicothe leads by 2, 15 seconds left. Huggins, bounce pass. Hurston back out front now to Knapp. Shot inside the foul line, banks it off the glass. Good for 2, and that is how the third period will end. So a 5-0 run by Chillicothe ends the third period, and they have a 4-point lead as we go into the final period. Our score after 3, it's Chillicothe 28, Miami Trace 24. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
We head into the final 8 minutes of regulation play in a 4-point Chillicothe lead. They went on a 5-0 run there at the end of the third period to take the lead once again. 4 points, I believe, is their biggest lead the entire night. These two teams played back in December. Chillicothe won 55-53. So, David, we're looking at the scoreboard. Neither team's even got almost to the halfway point of what they did earlier this year in the season, first time around. McCoy to Jacobs, hands it to McCoy, goes into the lane, and she travels with the ball. Yet another turnover. 17 now on Miami Trace. That is their 6th here in the second half. Chillicothe's got 7 in the second half. 7:45 left in the game. Hurston with the ball. Looking around. Top the key. Stewart's on hers. Pass it now to Huggins. Huggins comes now between the circles. Jacobs guarding her closely. Sees an opening. Goes a layup. It's good. And the foul will be on Miami Trace. It may be on Jacobs. Let's see who they're going to call on. Nope, check it. It's going to be on Stewart. That'll be her 4th. So Huggins goes right to the hole with it. Off that screen. Shots up. Robinette's in the game for Stewart. The old-fashioned three works for Huggins. 31-24, Chillicothe with the lead. Robinette, McCoy, Jacobs back out front. McCoy, Piper off the pick. Back to Jacobs. Around the perimeter they go. Robinette. Now that Jacobs sees an opening, tries to force herself in, and there's going to be a blocking foul on the floor. So she will not be going to the line. They'll take the ball out of bounds. Foul is going to be called on Nye Hatfield. I got that as their third foul. So is the scoreboard, so they agree with me, Dave. Passing now to Piper, right wing. Jacobs, a long three. Put it down from downtown. 11 points for Jacobs. Her and Piper, I honestly, is the two that's keeping Miami Trace in this game. They've combined. And there's a steal by McCoy. Hillary, layup, good. There you go. Got to get some other players here in the scoring column. Another 2 points off the steal. And all of a sudden, it's now back down to 2-point deficit for the Panthers. Ball slapped loose. Robinette's got it. Another turnover. Robinette comes down, stops, pops. In for two! And we're now tied at 2 apiece. 31, excuse me. Inside, ball's loose. Erston's got it, steps on the line. Turnover, Chillicothe. They have now committed 3 straight turnovers on possessions. 6:01. A 7-0 run by Miami Trace after trailing 31-24 early. Piper, pass into Jacobs. Follow-away jumper, will not go. Rebound by Cox. Cox across the timeline. She'll hold it up a little bit. Now passes it over to Erston. Sees an opening right side, backs it up. Now over to Huggins. Huggins, ball's on the floor. And tied up. And Chillicothe will get the ball back. Substitution for Chillicothe. Miranda McCoy back in the game. Number 22, she comes in for Hatfield.
Come on, Piper.
Pass into Archer. Piper shakes it loose a little bit. Archer saves it. Archer comes down, puts up the shot, lays it off the glass, and another chance for the old-fashioned three here. Bucket counts. Fouls on Robinette. So Archer. It's up, it's good. I believe that's at least 4 old-fashioned threes that Chillicothe's had in the second half. And with that, they're up 34-31. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:12 left in the game. It's Chillicothe 34, Miami Trace 31. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice in auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
All right, the Cavaliers have regained the lead at 34-31. Just trying to look at my scorebook here. I can think of at least 3 times in the second half and maybe once in the first half, so about 4 times. Chillicothe's made a layup and then got fouled and got the free throw for a chance to get the old-fashioned 3. Robinette now to Piper. 5:05 left in the game. Piper sees a little break, right side, pulls up, now goes to McCoy, top the key. Now to Jacobs, down low, spin move off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Chillicothe. McCoy with the defensive rebound. Now she'll get the ball back and brings it across the timeline. Now goes to Huggins.
You ready to help?
Check out, make it Archer. Now to Ursuline. Ursuline down the right side. Bounce pass on the baseline to Huggins. Ball's knocked loose, another turnover. Here comes now McCoy. Now to Piper. 4.5 left in the game. Piper gets the screen, puts up the 3, hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by McCoy once again. Just a split hesitation there by Caitlin to put the ball up, and it caused it to hit the front of the rim instead of going in.
Get an arm out.
Now McCoy. This Chillicothe spreading it out just a little bit. Now to Archer off the screen. Started to drive. Brings it back now up front to Ursuline. Robinette with her closely. And the ball's knocked loose. And they're going to call that a foul? Yeah, they're calling that a foul. That's her second foul. Says she pushed off. We're sitting right down here close to it. I didn't see it.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
So again, 3:31 now. Again, Chillicothe's bumped that lead back up to 5. Into Piper. They try to trap her. It's off to Chillicothe. Right in front of their bench. 3:29. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get McCoy again for reaching in on the pass. That's her third foul. It's team foul number 6. Next one will go to the free throw line. Pass into Piper. Caitlin looking. Bump from behind. That one's on Cox. So all of a sudden, Chillicothe's turning the ball over and committing some fouls that really are uncalled for, to say the least. A little bumping and all that stuff. So Piper will go to the line, shoot the 3 throws. First one up, no good, man. Rebound comes down to Archer. Tell you, 3 throws shooting could end up being the story of this game. Chillicothe's hitting him. Trace isn't. Ursuline. It's Chillicothe now trying to go a little fourth quarter. And a whistle and a pushing foul. And they're going to get Robinette again for contact on the waist. Pushing off. That'll be the 8th foul, so still have the 1-and-1 here. First one's up. Good. Chillicothe's 5 for 5 from the 3-throw line here in the fourth quarter. 8 for 9 in the second half. Just add one more to those numbers I just gave you. 38-31, Chillicothe by 7. Jacobs puts it up, no good. Parsley got a hand on it. Ersland picks it up on the loose ball, and Chillicothe wants a timeout. 2:51 left here in the fourth period of play. It's a short one, so we'll keep it right here. So 38-31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 8 for 9 from the free-throw line, the second half by the Cavaliers. Miami Trace has only went to the free-throw line one time, and they missed. So that's a plus what, 8? It's plus 7 on the scoreboard. It offsets those points off turnovers that Trace has got advantage of. They've got, let me see here, 6, 8, 10, 11 to 2 advantage on points off turnovers. That's 9. So my points off turnovers has been thrown out the book for the last couple of games for some reason. Usually it works about 90% of the time. I guess we're just hitting that 10% streak right now, David. Chillicothe, their second 7-point lead here in the second half. Erston now over to Archer. Now back to Erston. Now they give it to Huggins. Goes inside, lays it off the glass. No good. Ball batted around. Into the hands. Going up with it will be Huggins, and she'll be fouled as she got the offensive rebound. Team foul will be on Jacobs, her second. So Paige Huggins at the line. 6 points tonight. Make it 7. Hatfield re-enters for Chillicothe. Second one's up. Good. Ten out of 11 from the free throw line in the second half, compared to only one attempt by Miami Trace. Robinette looking inside, starts to drive, whips it over to Piper. 3-point, way short. Rebounded by McCoy. McCoy now to Stewart. Drive left side off the glass. Blocking foul on Chillicothe. So Jesse Stewart will go to the line to shoot. Foul in the act of shooting, so that'll be a 2-shot attempt. First one's good. Huggins out. Cox back in. Second one, good. Timeout, Miami Trace. 2:11 left in the game. 40-33. Chillicothe leads. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports Girls Basketball right here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
We're under attack! Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's...
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny nose. We're doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine. And just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Full court pressure now being applied as Trace trying to get back in this game. And we're going to have a foul. Stewart come from behind, slapped at the ball. That's her fifth. She's out. So Jessie Stewart will foul out of the game with only 4 points tonight. 2 rebounds and an assist. Archer, first one's good. Unofficially, 12 out of 13 from the free throw line here in the second half. Yep, there's another one. Let's go. 11 points for Archer. 7 from the line. Piper, McCoy inside the line. Up, no good. Lyons keeps the ball alive. Piper gets the rebound. Kalen in the paint, forced it up. Good for 2. She was not going to be denied. 42-35. Chile still leading by 7 in the backcourt. Foul on Robinette, who was going for the steal. And they'll take the long walk down the other end of the court. Ursuline will be at the line. So far tonight, she's 5 for 5 at the free throw line.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leella Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
Into Hatfield. Now over to Ursuline. Skip pass. Over to Archer. Archer and foul on Jacobs. Push off. That's her 3rd foul. Stops the clock with under 90 seconds left. That's the 10th team foul, so we'll be shooting 2. Free throw's good. Just what Chillicothe needs, right, Dave? More free throw opportunities. Wow. Second one's no good. And long rebound. Good save by McCoy to Robinette. Here comes Trace. Jacobs glancing over his shoulders. Now goes to Piper. Caitlin, nice off the glass. Good for 2. And timeout. Miami Trace will keep it right here. So Caitlin with, I got her with 12 points tonight. I think she had 14 down Hillsboro a couple weeks ago. So really starting to come along as far as the scoring this column is. Greenfields of Jackson, Hillsboro at Washington Courthouse tonight. Other action in the FAC. Don't forget to check out our Fayette 43160 Facebook page later on tonight, and also on faycam.org. That's FAYCAM.org. That's our web page. David's got a link to the Fayette 43160, so you can see it at either place. Again, that'll be a little bit later on tonight. Pressure being applied with 70 seconds left. Stolen. Lyons in the paint, puts up the shot, no good, but she'll be fouled, and well, hopefully she'll be able to add some points here. So another turnover on Chillicothe. Lyons will be shooting 2. She was fouled in the act of shooting. Oh, man. Second one, good. 1 out of 2. It's now a 6-point lead. Chillicothe. There's the pass, all alone. Cox finally gets it, and she'll bring it all the way back out. Now over to Archer. They got a foul. Archer's got the ball. She continues to dribble. They're trying to trap, and Lyons will be called for reaching in. That'll be her third. And Miami Trace maybe ran about, about 15 seconds off the clock, a little bit too much. Archer at the line. First one up. Good. Second one's good. No good. Let's go. Rebound. Lions quickly down court. Pfeiffer. Nope. Rebound. Lions. Yes. Good stick back bucket. Good play there. Quick timeout by Miami Trace. Now it's 45-40. So that's a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Don't forget Friday night, be at Washington Courthouse. They'll take on Hillsborough in boys basketball. It's Saturday afternoon. Waverly Tigers will come into town, take on the Lady Lions. Reserves at noon, Varsity at 1. David, some of those Waverly girls' names will be familiar. We saw them play volleyball. Remember, they eliminated Miami Trace in the sectionals back in October. Volga Moore, Stewart, several of them. Yeah, they're having an outstanding season. So, Courthouse hopefully will maybe turn the corner and getting a couple wins under their belt here this month and pull an upset or two going into the tournament. You never know. So after the Trace timeout, back within 5, Chillicothe trying to get it in. They get it over to Ursuline. Ball's knocked loose, and it's knocked out of bounds. Piper got a hand on it. Trace is trying to get the steal and not have to commit the foul, but there's only so much time you can let run off the clock. In there, knocked out of bounds. Lions. That's all right. I'm okay. The ball didn't hit me. But boy, I ducked on that one. Right to the right of us. Cox trying to get it in bounce. Throws. Hatfield, right side. Ball's knocked in the air. Knocked up in the air again. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. And what are we going to have here? We're going to have a holding foul caught on Trace. They're going to get Lions. So the ball was loose. Miami Trace just simply could not come up with a loose ball. And when it went to the side court, Lions called for tie-up, or tying up the Chillicothe player, and draws the foul. And that will send Avery Cox to the line. Free throws up. No good. 27 seconds left in the game. 2-possession contest right now. It's up. No, yes, it goes in. It took a little lucky bounce. And Chillicothe wants a timeout, leading 46-40. It's a full one. We'll take a quick one as well. 27 seconds left in the game. 46-40. Chillicothe leads Miami Trace. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Your Epiphana McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epiphana McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page. Epiphana McDonald's. I'm loving it.
All right, back here at Miami Trace, 46-40. Chillicothe with the lead. Miami Trace made a run early in the fourth period on a 7-0 run to tie the game up at 31-31. And then Chillicothe made another spurt, got up 36-31, and Miami Trace just simply cannot get any closer than 4 points down the stretch here. Chillicothe is really dominating this game in the fourth period at the free throw line. We'll have all the stats for you. Start the game on our post-game program after this one's over with. Piper bringing it down court to Lions. Through her hands. Turnover, Miami Trace. quickly. Morris will re-enter. Lyons comes out. In case you're tuning in, Jesse Stewart fouled out a little bit earlier in the contest. With the ball is Archer. Foul in the backcourt. I believe it'll be on McCoy. No check it. It'll be on Robinette. That's her fifth foul, so she fouls out of the game. She fouls out with 5 points in the game, including 1 3. 16.6 seconds left. The first 3 throws up, good by Archer. She's 6 for 7 in the fourth quarter. Megan 6 for 8. Boy, she was way off. She didn't even hit the rim. Goes out of bounds. 7-point lead, Chillicothe. Piper picks it up. 3 possessions now. Piper, spin move, down the lane. Shot. Lyons, no good. Fight underneath, rebound. Whoa! McCoy and Hatfield going at it strong. I still have a joke. McCoy and Hatfield, tied that up, but I'm not going to go for that joke, okay? I'm just going to let that one ride. Huh?
Let that rivalry die.
Yeah, that's right. Pass into Jacobs. 3, good. And the clock will roll off, and that will end the game. So a tough loss by Miami Trace at home tonight. 3 throw lines was the big story, and we'll tell you all about that and much more on the postgame show in a few minutes. But Chillicothe with the win now goes to 7-2. They're guaranteed second place. Miami Trace, even with the loss, it doesn't make them 5-4. If they beat, depending upon what Greenfield does tonight, they might have already clinched third place, so we'll see what happens. But good sample there. The young ladies meeting at center court with a word of prayer. Love seeing that sportsmanship. But the final score tonight, it was Chillicothe 47 and Miami Trace 43. Stay tuned next, the Epifano McDonald's postgame show right here on WCHC for Washington Courthouse Communications.
Don't believe everything you hear on the news media. The real estate market in Fayette County is very strong. My name is Jason Langley, broker and owner of Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company in Washington Courthouse. We also have locations in Plain City and London, Ohio. Don't believe the news media. The market is strong. Although interest rates are higher than they have been in several years, don't let that deter you from picking out the home of your dreams. At Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company, let us help you make that happen. Give us a call at 740-335-2100 and let's pick out the future home of your dreams.
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's...
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny nose.
Doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine. And just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
It's now time for the Epifano post-game program, featuring coaches' comments and the player of the game announcement. This program is presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurants, 3 locations in Fayette County and Jamestown. All right, back here at Miami Trace. Final score once again, Chillicothe clinching second place in the FAC tonight with a 47-43 win over the Miami Trace Lady Panthers. We hope to be talking with head coach Kayla Detweiler here in just a few minutes. Let me go ahead and give you some unofficial statistics for the game. First of all, for Chillicothe tonight, we had Kira Archer with 14 points, Avery Erston with 11 points, 8 points for Paige Huggins, 6 points for Avery Cox. We have 4 points for Nye Hatfield and 2 points apiece for Savannah Knapp and also by Alyssa Dudley. So again, 14 for Archer, 11 for Ursuline. Miami Trace unofficially tonight in the scoring department had Hillary Bean Jacobs with 14 points. 6 of those came in the first half of, in fact, the first quarter of play. Kaylin Piper tonight. We had her with 12 points in the contest, including 8 in the second half of play. So that's your only 2 double-figure scores for Miami Trace. 5 points for Ellie Robinette. 4 points for Hillary McCoy, Jessie Stewart, and Neva Lyons. So that's the scoring there for Miami Trace again. Jacobs with 14, Piper with 12. Free throw shooting tells the whole story. Listen to these stats. They'll blow you away. Chillicothe tonight, 18 for 25 from the free throw line. 15 for 18 just in the fourth quarter alone. Miami Trace was 4 for 7 for the entire contest. Chillicothe went to the line 18 more times and scored 14 more points. Yet Trace only lost by 4 points because they won the battle of points off turnovers. They were up around, I think it was 14 to 4 margin. That's 10, but it was not enough to offset the free throw shooting by Chillicothe. And there was at least, I think we mentioned, 5 or 6 times, old-fashioned three-point plays where Chillicothe was able to drive, get the ball inside. Chillicothe couldn't react fast enough and fouled someone and gave them an opportunity to go to the free throw line to complete it. And you start looking at the films, you get what? I think they missed maybe 2 of the 5 times. So right there's 12, there's 15 points right there, just on that old-fashioned 3. So again, I'm sure there's a lot of things you can get back and look at and watch the film and figure out what went wrong. But when it was all said and done, free throw shooting tonight, I think, was a big factor, to say the least. And the ability of Chillicothe to get in and get the layup and get a chance for the old-fashioned 3 was the other factor, despite the fact, as I mentioned, that Miami Trace did very well forcing the turnovers and getting a lot of points off those TOs. We had Chillicothe unofficially finishing the game tonight with 22 turnovers. Miami Trace had 18. I didn't figure rebounds. I'll get all that information to you when we file our report a little bit later on. We'll take a break from Epifano McDonald's. When we come back, we'll announce our start of the game, and hopefully we'll be joined by Coach Detweiler. So stay with us here on the Epifano McDonald's postgame show on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications. The bagels are back at your Epifano McDonald's in Fayette County and Jamestown. You can choose your favorite breakfast sandwich, either bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. Try out these delicious breakfast sandwiches backed by popular demand. The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's restaurants. 3 locations in Fayette County and in Jamestown. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
These bagels look awful good right now, don't you know? Unfortunately, you can only get them for breakfast time. All right, still waiting on Coach Detweiler real quickly. Dave and I talked during the break, and our star of the game is going to be Caitlin Pfeiffer. Caitlin tonight put in 12 points. She had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and 4 more in the fourth period of play. Dave said, man, she was working her butt off to keep tracing this game, and you're right. She was taking a lot of hits going inside, driving, and we want to recognize kids that are working hard. And again, she was, along with Jacobs, the only 2 that got in double figures tonight. But Caitlin, really the entire game, had the ball in her hand a lot, to be honest with you, and trying to keep the Panthers in this game, but unfortunately wasn't quite enough as they end up coming with a 4-point loss. So Caitlin Pfeiffer will be our Epifana McDonald's star of the game, and she, along with all their other star of the games, will be honored. We'll have a couple shows lined up in the month of March when everybody's schedule kind of starts slowing down a little bit, and we'll get the kids on the air and interview them and the coach and so forth like that. All right, Friday night, we'll be in town. Washington Courthouse will be playing host to the Hillsboro Indian boys. Of course, right now, Trace will play host to Chillicothe here on Friday night. So it'll be an interesting contest here in Fayette County as both teams, both Trace and Courthouse, are tied for first place in the FAC, David. And so both teams will want to win. That way, when you come into that February 4th game, that's going to be for all the marbles. And who knows, it might have a bearing on maybe seeding. So we'll see what happens. And again, that will be Courthouse and Hillsboro. That's coming up on Friday night, 7:15, I believe, will be the air time. And then on the afternoon of Saturday, we'll have Waverly Lady Tigers coming to town, take on Washington Courthouse. Reserve game starts at noon, and the varsity game's about 1 o'clock. And we should be able to get on the air at about 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. So busy week for basketball action. See Coach Detweiler heading this way, so we'll give her a few moments to get the headphones on and Kayla comes down, comes down to 2 things. Free throw shooting, and they were able to get the old-fashioned 3-point shots.
Yep.
I mean, when you take those things aside, you guys should have won the game probably by 12 points. You forced more turnovers. You got more points off turnovers. You didn't shoot that bad from the field, but they were just killing you inside and also going to the free throw line. I made 18 for 25 for the game. 15 for 18 in the fourth quarter. You guys only got to go to the line 7 times.
Yeah, when it's that big of a differential, it's really hard. When they shoot it that well from the line, it's hard to overcome, especially when those are and ones. So
yeah.
They're getting those 3-point plays, and then they're getting them with one of our kids getting a foul. So that's putting them in a bad position. The next time on defense, especially because, late in the game, you usually got a kid that's got 2-3 fouls in there, maybe even 4. So they're playing defense a little bit differently to try not to get that 4th or 5th foul. So it does change how things end up and how kids are playing and rotating on defense.
I got to ask one question. I didn't get a chance to find out. Is Harding hurt?
No, she is not hurt.
Okay, she's not here. Okay. All right. We'll go from the next question then to you. We gave the start of the game to Caitlin Pfeiffer tonight because, Dave and I were talking about she really worked her butt off to keep you guys in the game. And with Jacobs getting double teamed sometimes, Caitlin had the ball in her hand a lot to try to make things happen.
Yeah, her speed can, when she gets downhill with that ball, she can be hard to stop. We just got to get her to shoot that layup more when she gets to the block. And when the last time we played them, Bean hurt them in the paint, so that's why they went to that double team. We were hopeful that when they went to that double team with Bean having those double, triple moves in there, that we could get her to the foul line, whether she made the shot or whether it was a old-fashioned three-point play.
I'm going to ask you, you played basketball and you've coached now basketball for quite a while. Have you ever gone up against an opponent's team that's had so many knee braces and knee sleeves on?
They have had quite the several ACL injuries.
My goodness, I could not believe when I saw them all warming up. I thought, how
well,
are
I
these girls
have
even
seen
moving
one,
around?
Fairfield, Leesburg, they've got, I think, 3 kids out right now with ACLs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's something that's starting to become more and more common in the girls' side of sports. I mean, you watch the NCAA.
Yeah.
You see some of those top kids that go out with a knee injury, and they lose their season or whatnot. So it's a hard thing. But I mean, we dealt with it last year.
Yeah.
With the Pitt Stick girl, and I think the year before that was the Stewart girl. And
yeah, I got to say, you guys have had your runs as well.
We have.
Might be Trace.
We have. Knock on wood this year.
Yeah.
We haven't, but.
Looked like Jessie's ankle was okay. I know she hurt it a little bit earlier. Or is
she hurt it back in the Hillsboro game.
Right.
She took a bad step and her ankle went straight to the ground. It was pretty ugly when we saw it on tape. So she's been fighting some swelling and that, trying to get that swelling down. It's been feeling better as of late, but I know tapes and braces does change a little bit of the mobility with her.
Yeah. Now, are you off till next week?
Next week we play Monday. We're here against Lynchburg. We're going to have a senior night for our girls that night.
Okay.
Then Thursday we hit the road and we go to Adena. And then Saturday will be the all-day courthouse thing.
Okay. Well, I think we'll be back for the courthouse game, so we'll see you then. Congratulations for the season so far. Unfortunately, the tournament draw is coming up this weekend, and I think you and I talked about briefly, you got 11 out of 18 or 12 out of 18 teams won 11 games or more. You're just going to have to take your crapshoot wherever you get to go, right?
The top 5 teams right now, I think, have a combined 6 losses. But you got Uniota, who's undefeated. They're 19-0 or 18-0, and Fairland, who's 19-0. You got Sheridan, who's probably going to fall in the 3. They've lost 2. Warren, Warren and Sheridan could flip-flop 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They've lost 2. Marietta, I think, 2 or 3 losses.
New Lexington's in there as well.
New Lexington,
they're playing Sheridan tonight, so.
Yeah, that's a league game for them. I think they had 3 or 4 losses. We scrimmaged them at the beginning of the season. We scrimmaged Marietta. And then, Jackson's still right there at number 6.
Yeah.
So, and you look at them, they're 3 losses too. So when you look at the top of the bracket, it's unusual to see that many teams with that few losses. Of course, when you go 18 teams in it, you're throwing in teams from both sides.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing you can do about whatever the draw turns out.
It
will
is.
Be the draw turns out.
We'll find out who we're playing. We'll find that out on Sunday. They'll release that at 3:30.
Okay.
So once we find out, then we can start planning and we can start getting things ready for that, because we'll have about 10 days to get ready for whoever we're playing, because we got a week. We got the week after next is all off before the games, because I think they start tournament on the 13th and then the 16th.
Yeah. So you guys. As long as you don't get in those bottom 4 seeds, you at least have an extra week.
I don't think we should fall that far.
No. All right. Well, thanks again for coming out. Again, another tough loss for the girls. Best of luck for you next week. Maybe a 3-0 run and
that's the plan.
Going to tournament time on a high note, right?
That's the plan.
All right. Thanks, Kayla. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kayla Detweiler, the Miami Trace Panthers, Lady Panthers head coach, joined us here on our post-game program. All right. Final score again, 47-43. Chillicothe with the win. Again, our Epifana McDonald star of the game, Caitlin Piper, finished with the game tonight with 12 points. So, David, I think that about wraps it up for us. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back on Friday night from Washington Courthouse, and Saturday afternoon, we hope you join us then. For Dave Woollever, I'm Randy Young. Thanks for joining us here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.